It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here.
New Mano!
Doing that Yee T with me, Mano.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to pass you the shank.
Stop it.
I can't help it. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Now, let's discuss DJ Drama. There's allegations now that he might have gotten his chain snatched for not checking in. These guys from Toronto, it's 3 guys that have on masks. They're showing his chain and saying that he should have checked in. And they also shouted out Drake in this video that they posted. Listen to this.
This what you get for not checking in. Shout out boy Drizzy, eh? Triple G's, you know how we rock, slap, brat, brat.
All right, so DJ Drama was in Toronto. He was at the popular Century nightclub on King Street, and that's when these guys then posted this video. So we haven't heard DJ Drama's side of the story yet, but we just know that these guys are saying.
So they wanted him to check in, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I haven't been in Toronto in a minute. Do you check in when you go to Toronto?
I don't check in anywhere.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, we see what happens. So I'm sure at some point DJ Drama is going to address it. All right. YFN Lucci has announced that he is going to trial. He rejected a plea deal that prosecutors gave him regarding his RICO case. So they offered him a 20-year sentence with 17 years served in prison in exchange for him pleading guilty to multiple charges. Those charges include felony murder, racketeering, aggravated assault, and violation of the Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. But they said he is now rejecting that plea deal, and he's going to trial. That's a scary thing.
Yeah, yes it is. Trial.
Now, he said the plea deal is absurd.
It's 20 years, right?
And yeah, 20 years. And they said the district attorney is intentionally taking her time. The indictment says that YFN Lucci is an associate of the Bloods and is accused of tampering with evidence of a homicide by concealing a crime scene and vehicle by hiding it, assaulting someone by strangulation, and encouraging the striking and kicking of that person for playing rival gang music.
So if he blows trial, how much does he get? How much is he facing?
I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be, but clearly worse than that plea deal.
I mean, sometimes it's not that much worse. It's like 20, you're going to give me 30 if I blow. So.
And best case scenario, you win. It gets thrown out. All right, Marlon Wayans was kicked off of a United Airlines flight, and he went on his Instagram to tell people about the incident that happened. Here's what he had to say.
Well, Kansas City, I'm going to miss my shows tonight because of a gate agent at United Airlines. Some gate agent, just sometimes you come across a United, pick better people to work for you.
Man, so he is saying this is unprecedented, people taking advantage of their power. So basically, he had 3 bags, right? And they tell you can only have 2 carry on. So he combined one of the bags and made it just 2 bags.
Right.
And here's what he had to say happened.
Your customers are always right. I'm willing to play that video back, put the sound on. This man was wrong and I was targeted. Corporate called me and they defend, well, you know, there is a 2-bag policy, right? And so I took my 3 bags that turned into 2. But then he got a text that there's no more room on the plane. So then why all those people before me and all these people after me have 2 bags and 3 bags?
You know.
That's crazy. I had to do that a couple of times. Combine the bags. So if you have like 3 bags or you and a couple of people, you got too many bags, then you got to take some stuff out.
Yeah, they
put it all
definitely
in
do.
one.
And sometimes they'll put it in the bin where you got to measure it to make sure.
Yeah, and then
that
weigh
it
it.
fits. Yep.
Right.
Absolutely. I wish if I would have been there, I'd have been like, I'll take one of your bags for you, because I always try to just have one carry on. I know a lot of people don't like to check their bags, and I can understand why, because I've definitely had bags lost or delayed.
Right, I know I had that, but I started checking bags.
Me too.
Lately, more than ever, because it's like when you get on a plane
It's
and don't
an
have no bag, it
inconvenience.
just feels better.
Right.
Just walk on the plane.
Yeah, just get on, because you don't have to go through all that. But I would have been like, I got one of those bags for you. But it is true. Sometimes they can be very disrespectful. And I feel like they have a
Absolutely.
lot of power on choosing who they can be helpful to and who they're not. Usually I have a good experience. And I can understand how he feels being, somebody who has flown over, he said, 15 million miles in his lifetime and rarely has any problems. So I've never seen him go in on an airline like this. And they said the cops gave him a citation.
Really?
Yeah. With all of that. Because, when you go to the airport, any little thing, they can...
I got kicked off plane before.
You have? I'm not shocked. What happened?
I was walking into first class, and then the guy stopped me. He didn't stop nobody else. And then I was like, why you stopping me? And then as I was talking, some other man just, hey, step out of the line. And I just lost it.
That is crazy.
And then
they kicked you off.
And then I started arguing with the dude. It turned into, me being disrespectful, and then me talking crazy. And it was the last flight of the night.
So you were stuck.
I was stuck.
Well, the lesson learned. I think
I would do it again.
For me, I just feel like when you're on the plane, you got to calm down because they can kick you off for any reason. And then now you got to figure it out, fight it. I was on a flight the other day, and one of these guys was arguing with somebody because he cut the line, but he was in first class. So you know how you can cut the line when you're in first class, and the guy said something to him, and then he called the guy a bozo. For saying something, and then he got on the plane and he was like, oh, so you in first class? He's like, no, I'm in second class. And I was like, wow. And they started going, but I was like, look, I don't argue on flights because I've seen people get kicked off for arguments, and I do not want to get stuck. I don't play.
Yeah.
I don't want to get stuck. It has to be like, whew.
It happens, man.
It's tough, though.
It happens.
Don't do it again, Mano. All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. That is your Yee tea. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not headline news stories. They're under the radar, but you need to know about them. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.